Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing some more fun-free drumming ideas. This week's fun-free drumming idea takes place on the toms. That's right, it's a sweet little tom groove. It uses sort of a combination of 16th notes, and there's like a little 16th note triplet just chucked in at the end for a bit of variation, a bit of fun. So if you like what you saw in the intro and you want to give it a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Here we go! Alright, so we've got this sweet sounding tom groove. What I thought we could do at first is break it down to two halves. We'll learn beats 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4. We'll start looping that around so we can get the hi-hat sort of jumping into the mix as well. And then when we've got that down, we're going to then play it as a 2-bar loop with a very slight sort of variation on beat 4, but I'll explain that when we get to it. So we look at beats 1 and 2. We've got kind of like a little sandwich. We're going to go flam kick. So you're going to start off with your left hand on the high tom, right hand down on the floor tom. If you've got more toms than this, just feel free to just chuck your hands around any of those toms, but we want to get that snare drum in the right place. So it starts off, we're going to go flam, kick, and then we go right, left, right, kick, flam, kick. So if I count it out, we've got 1 E and 2 E and And if you want to loop that around a few times, it's just going to sound a bit like this. A bit faster. Oh, can we go faster? Okay, so that's beats 1 and 2 down, and yeah, it sounds pretty sweet just playing that on its own. I think I've actually done like a groove in the past which kind of sort of uses that similar concept. If we now look at beats 3 and 4, it's probably a little bit more simple. What we've got is we've got right, left, right, kick, and that's all going to take place on the floor tom. So right, left, right, kick, so that's 3 E and And then for beat 4, we're going to play both our hands at the same time, so don't flam these ones, they've got to land literally exactly the same time. And we're going to go both hands, foot, and then right hand, then a foot. So we're going to get 3 E and 4 E and I'm not going to bother looping that round on its own because it won't sound that good. So what I'll do is if I just add that on to beats 1 and 2, and then we're pretty much there. So I'll do that. That's beats 1 and 2, beats 3 and 4. And now I'll play it without any gaps. Bit quicker. A bit faster. Faster. Done. Alright, so you can do that. We've now got the essence of the groove. And all we're going to do now is add a little bit of garnish. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get that left foot copying what your right hand's doing. Now when you're sort of playing it, you'll find that your right hand is literally just sort of riding on that floor tom, doing that sort of classical standard 8th note ostinato. And if we can get our left foot to copy that, it's going to sound pretty sweet. So what I'll do is I'm going to start off by just getting the right hand. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then drop into it so you can see how it's going to sound. And that's what I'd recommend if you want to sort of get it started. Just get that right foot and the left hand working together. Did I say that right? Right hand, left foot. That's what I meant. Get those working together and then just sort of like drop into your groove after that. And it's going to sound a bit like this. Something like that. Okay, so when you get that down, just try and practice it at varying speeds. I actually find it more difficult to play a bit slower. I don't know, just start at sort of a medium tempo. But if you're already comfortable with like what's going on with the hands and the right foot, then you'll be fine. Just get that left foot and right hand syncing up quite nicely, and it will sound pretty cool. And it always sounds quite nice if you sort of get it going to some of the toms and you sort of introduce that maybe a couple of bars in. It sounds pretty sweet. So we're going to do one more thing, and all we're going to do is now I'm going to take this idea and sort of turn it into a 2-bar loop. But like I said, we're going to do a slight variation on beat 4 on the second time round. So if we look at beat 4, normally it would be hands, foot, so both hands, foot, and then right foot. Now these are sort of standard 16th notes, but what we're going to do is we're going to now turn it into a 16th note triplet. So in the space we're going to fit 4 beats in, we're now going to cram in 6. And the sticking is going to be left, right, kick, left, right, kick. I'll try it again and hit the tom. Left, right, kick, left, right, kick. And where you're finishing off with a kick, because it starts off with that flam, it sort of like falls nicely into the next round. So what I'll do now, if I just loop that idea around a couple of times, sort of medium tempo, and then we'll bring it all together and I'll come and say goodbye. So let's just have a quick look at this last bit. It's going to sound better when I speed it up. Something to that effect. Right, we've got all the parts down, so all it's trying to do is just put it all together. I'll start off at a sort of medium tempo, and then I'll speed it up, chuck in that left foot with the variation on that second bar, or on beat 4 of that second bar, and you know, hopefully you'll like it. So here we go. Up to speed. Okay guys, there it is. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the sheet music for this particular groove, you can go and download that from onlinedrummer.com. And if you want to come and find me on Facebook or Twitter, there's links in the description below for all of those things. I think that pretty much wraps it up. So like I said, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday for some more fun-free drumming ideas. Alright, bye!